Today we're going to work on twists, and one of the things to keep in mind from a physiological standpoint is that the muscles that are responsible for rotation, they need to work, and they need to work really well because so much of our movement is having twist involved. And so from a muscle activation perspective, they're actually at the top of the chain. Something else that's kind of interesting about twists is that they're the most spiritually potent. So they awaken the physical body, they awaken digestion, they awaken assimilation. They also awaken our stabilizing muscles so that when we go and do something, you reach up for the bottle of shampoo, which has happened to me, and throw your neck out because your rotators are not stabilizing. So physiologically, they're really important, and they also wake you up spiritually. So that's what we're going to do today a little bit, is work on our rotators. What I'd like you to do, and we'll do this at the end of class, I might not remember to tell you like, hey, check in how far you're rotating. We're actually going to do this pose at the very end, but what I'd like you to do is to just cross your arms very gently, lift up the elbows a little bit, but really kind of lifting up the chest. So you're really extending in the lumbar spine as opposed to doing this. So the hands to the shoulders is to kind of inform the trunk to come into extension. So I want the trunk in extension as much as you can. And without pushing it, don't push it. This is just a test, okay? So I want you to rotate as much to the right as possible. Keep the left butt cheek down, the left sit bone pressing down, and of course press through the heels of your feet and then come back. Now just notice if that was easy, if it was hard. My hunch is that it was a little bit hard. So do it one more time to the right. Again, not really pushing it, just go as far as you can comfortably. Notice where your elbow is right now, and then come back. And then I want you to do the same now to the other side. Lift the elbows up, come into extension in the lower back, and then turn to the left. Now, one of the things to kind of notice here is, did you turn more one way than the other way? So put a pin in that, and remember that. Remember where you landed, and let's start our practice, okay? So just bring your hands to your knees just for a moment. Sitting up really tall and erect. Feel the shoulder blades moving down the back. And just for 1 or 2 minutes, let's just focus on the breath. Breathing in deeply. And exhaling deeply. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling deeply. Feel the inhale becoming longer, and then the exhale becoming longer. Feel the spine getting longer on the inhale. And then as you exhale, you'll feel that it almost wants to contract, but instead of the spine contracting or collapsing, keep the spine engaged. So feel supported in the inhale, and then intentionally create support with the exhale. Very good. So what I'd like you to do is just come onto your backs. Bring the hands out to the sides like a T. Bring your knees into your chest. Now, if you have a block at home, which I don't, put a block in between your thighs and squeeze it gently. Just 5 to 10% effort, okay? If you don't have a block, don't worry about it. Maybe bring your knees in together. And then I want you to exhale and bring your knees about halfway over to the right. No more. So you see that there's a big space between my knees and the floor here. And then inhale, come back up. And then exhale and come back over. And just hold it there for a moment. And then inhale, come back up. And then exhale and come back over to the right. Now as you come over to the right again, just halfway, really anchor down into the left shoulder, pull the pubic bone in a little bit. You're going to feel some core here. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, come back over to the right. Again, pull the pubic bone up to the navel, the knees moving towards the right armpit, anchor down in the left shoulder. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, come back over to the right. Anchor down in the left shoulder. Be careful not to collapse here. Some of you have hyperflexibility. You're going to want to collapse the knees to the floor and don't. Inhale, come back up one more time. Come pull the pubic bone in a little bit more. Exhale, come on over to the right. Keep that left shoulder down. Pull the knees up, up, up. Inhale, back up. Exhale, relax the feet down. Knees together. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the nose. I don't know about you, but I'm already starting to feel my core activating, my trunk rotator is activating in my core. You've got transverse abs, internal obliques, external obliques, rectus abdominis. Pull the knees up, pull the pubic bone up. Let's get some trunk flexion happening. And then exhale, come over to the left. Again, just halfway, no more. Anchor down. Now notice it's a little hard on this side, on the first one. It's going to get easier. Pull the knees up. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, come back over to the left. Inhaling deeply, exhaling deeply. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, come back over. Now again, pull up through the pubic bone. Feel that the pubic symphysis is coming up to the navel center. Inhale, back up. And exhale, come back over to the left. Pull up at the pubic symphysis, anchor down in the right shoulder. Good. Inhale, come back up. We have two more to go. Inhale up, exhale over. Do you notice it's getting easier already? Things are starting to wake up and work properly. Remember, only go halfway here. Inhale, back up. We'll do it one more time. And then exhale, come back over. Again, thighs towards each other. Pull the knees up towards the armpit. Pull the pubic bone up. Lengthen down through the lower back a little bit more. Anchor down in the right shoulder. And then inhale, back up. Exhale, bring the feet down. Bring your hands to your navel center for just a moment, please. And let's take 2 deep breaths there. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Very good. So now straighten the legs out just for a moment. Good. And then bring your arms down beside you. Bring the knees into your chest again. Straighten your right leg and then straighten the left leg. Bring the left leg about 4 inches off the floor. Okay? Inhale deeply. Push through both heels of the feet. Now bring your left leg up and bring your right leg down. Push through the inner legs. Feel that there's a connection from inner groin moving all the way down through the inner heel of your foot. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left leg down. Good. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. And then inhale, back up. Exhale, right leg back down. Keep the right leg about 4 inches. Now push through both heels of the feet. Feel the inner leg becoming activated. Inhale the right leg back up. Let's do it one more time. Exhale, left leg down. Push through both heels of the feet. Feel the quads activated here. And then inhale, change legs. Left leg up, right leg down. Good. Push through both heels of the feet. And then inhale, right leg up. Good. Now arms to the sides here, lower about 20 degrees. And push through the heels of the feet. And then come down another 20 degrees. Push through the heels of the feet. Push through the heels of the feet. Take your hands to your quads. Feel your quads active. Another 20 degrees. Push through the heels of the feet. Feel the quads active. Activate the quads and then down. Again, bring your hands to your navel center. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Very good. So roll over onto your side and then come on up to your stomach. Come up onto all fours. And then inhale here on all fours. And then exhale, tuck the toes and come into, push back into downward dog. And inhale, come onto all fours. And exhale, come into downward facing dog. Now, inhale, come onto all fours. Come down slowly. Feel the core gripping as you come down. And then exhale, slowly come back. Now, as you come up, keep lifting the toes up. Keep lifting the toes. Lift the toes, lift the toes, lift the toes. Feel the thighs engage. And then inhale, come back down. Lift the chest and heart. And exhale, come back into downward facing dog. Very good. We're going to do one of my favorite exercises here, muscle activation techniques, coming into plank pose. So come into plank here. Let the hips dip a little bit. Don't let the hips come up. Let the hips dip. You lower your center of gravity. It makes it harder and works the transverse abdominis a little bit more. Blossom the heart forward, but push a little bit through the shoulder blade. So push up. Don't sink down. Actually push up a little bit. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Inhale, come to plank pose. Lift up through the heart. But push up between the shoulder blades. Push the inner legs up. Push the heels back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come to plank. Now, engage the core here as much as you can. Pull the pubic bone forward. Again, push up in between the shoulder blades. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Inhale, come to plank. And exhale, come back into downward facing dog. Inhale into plank pose. Now push up again between the shoulder blades. Let's lift the right leg up. Lift it up. Don't move the torso. Keep the torso anchored. Lower the right leg down. Lift the left leg up. Keep the torso anchored. Let the left leg come down. Exhale, downward dog. So from downward facing dog, inhale, come onto your knees and just pause there. Maybe adjust the hands a little bit so that they're underneath the shoulders a little bit. You don't want to walk the hands too close to the knees. I often see people doing this in force. So you do want some space, the length of your torso to be exact. Then we're going to do one of my favorite poses, quadruped. So lift the left leg up behind you. So that's 1, 2, lower the hip. 3, lift the left leg up. 4, lift the right arm. And 5, lift arm and leg up and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come back down. Good. Now lift the right leg up. One of the things to be careful of when you're doing this, you're going to lower the right hip, lift the right leg up higher, is some people start to bend the knee. Keep the leg as straight as possible, okay? So lift the leg up higher, but lower the right hip. Now bring the left arm forward and lift the arm and leg up. And you should feel that right in your lower back. You feel this muscle called the multifidus activating, and then slowly lower down. And lift your left leg up. 1, lower the hip. 2, lift the left leg. 3, lift the right arm. 4, lift both up as high as you can. Lift up through the heart, bring it forward, exhale, slowly come down. 1, lift the right leg. 2, lower the hip, straighten the right leg. 3, lift the leg up without the hip. 4, lift the arm, and then 5, lift arm and leg up. Very good. Now if you have some balance here and strength, you can actually start to twist here. So you twist towards the left arm, and you're going to feel the multifidus, the back muscles really engage here, waking up. Lower down, lift the left leg up. 1, lower the hip. 2, 3, lift the leg up higher. 4, lift the right arm. And 5, lift the right arm and leg. And then 6, twist to the right. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then come down. And 1, lift the right leg. 2, lower the hip. 3, lift the leg up. 4, lift the arm. 5, arm and leg, and twist. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And down. Lift the left leg up. 1, lower the hip. 2, 3, lift the leg up higher. Remember to keep the leg straight. 4, lift the right arm. 5, lift arm and leg. And then twist. And slowly down. Lift the right leg. 1, 2, lower the hip. 3, lift the leg up higher. 4, lift the arm. 5, lift arm and leg. And 6, twist. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and lower down. Very good. Lift the left leg. 1, 2, lower the hip. 3, lift the leg up higher. 4, lift the arm. And 5, lift arm and leg. And 6, twist. And slowly down. Very good. Tuck the toes. Lift the knees off the floor just a little bit. Start to lift the ski slopes of your buttocks up. Press back a little bit. Lift your toes. Keep the knees bent. Very good. And then start to straighten the legs out if you want to. Not important. And press back into downward dog. Inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. Very good. Before we continue, I want you guys just to come on to sit down for 1 second. Cross the legs. Bring your hands to the shoulders, and without really trying too much, turn to your right. And just see what the difference is from when we started. I think it's important that you can start to see how your muscles work and how your muscles contract better. Lift up through the heart, and now twist to the left. Very good. I hope that you guys saw a little bit of a difference as the muscles are starting to wake up. Your range of motion improves and you've got stability. Slowly come back onto 4s and then exhale into downward dog, and then walk the feet up towards the hands. Bend the knees here for a moment, and then take the hands, reach forward, coming up all the way into standing, and exhale into Namaste Mudra. Inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. Inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. The spiritual part of twisting happens in those moments when we come out of twisting. So see if you can allow yourself to sink into that moment for just a brief breath or two. So from here, I want you to bring your arms, reach up to the sky, and pretend you're holding on to a beach ball. Draw the shoulders a little bit down the back. Peek down at your toes. The toes are turned in, heels out. And then exhale, bring the hands down. Good. Now, this time, I want you to keep the hips moving into the midline. If you have a block at home, put it in between your thighs and squeeze it. if you don't have a block at home, imagine that you're squeezing that block and feeling like the inner leg is drawing upwards. Lift up through the pubic bone. Take the sides of the transverse abs into midline. Inhale, bring the arms reach up. Now, keep the bottom part of your body stable. Bring the hands up and go back. Lift up through the chest and heart. And now inhale, lift up a little bit more. Exhale, bring the hands down, come back up into standing. We're going to do that a couple more times as a vinyasa. Inhale, come up. Take the biceps back. Lift the heart and keep the hips squeezing to midline. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, come back to standing. Inhale, bring the hands, reach up. Biceps behind the ears, lift up through the heart. Feel the whole front body. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Take the biceps back. Keep lifting, biceps back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale, we'll do it one more time. So we'll stay there for an extra breath or so. Come up, and now see how far you can go back without losing the support of the lower body. Keep lifting up. Keep lifting up. Keep lifting up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, go back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, go back. And inhale, up. And exhale, Namaste Mudra. Close your eyes. Take a breath. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Feel the pranic Shakti in your body, the potential power to create, awaken, and enliven your being. Giving inspiration. It's kind of cool. Inhale, bring the arms forward, come on up into chair. Very good. Now sit back a little bit more. Lift the heart. Now bring the hands to Namaste Mudra. Now some of you do this in a very forced way. Look down at your feet. The feet are hip distance apart. There's that imaginary block in between your thighs. You know, all I want you to do is twist as much as you can to the right, but keep the heart lifted. Don't lose it by coming into flexion. Stay in extension. Inhale deeply, exhale, and then inhale back up to standing. Exhale, relax the arms. Very good. Inhale, come back up into chair, sit back. Exhale, bring the hands to Namaste Mudra. Now this time twist to the right or the other side, whatever opposite side you're doing. Notice that the front knee is wanting to pull back. Bring it forward. Now twist a little bit more. Lengthen the spine and twist. Lengthen the spine and twist. Lengthen the spine and twist. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, Namaste Mudra. Inhale, bring the arms, reach up. We'll do it one more time each side. Sit back a little bit more. Now, if you all turn left with me, just kind of turn left. Notice what happened to your knees. Your right knee comes forward, your left knee comes back. This is, by the way, biologically normal. Please don't think that you're a bad yogi because your body is doing something normal. If it didn't do that, I would be really worried. But having said that, I want you to sit back and keep the knees in line with each other as much as you can. Hands to Namaste, twist, work the elbow, the right elbow towards the left knee, but don't lose the levelness of the knees. They're your anchor here. Twist a little bit more, lift the heart, twist a little bit more, level the knees, anchor into the heels of the feet. Inhale, come back up to standing, and exhale, Namaste Mudra. Breathing in deeply. And exhale deeply. Your attention starts to draw inward. Allow it to stay there. I know some of you have your phones on and these things on. See if you can allow yourself a few precious moments of pratyahara, drawing the senses inward. Once the senses draw inward, they're able to recalibrate. You give a recalibration to all of your chakras. When the chakras are recalibrated, we're able to align more with our life purpose. Give yourself that gift. Bend the knees, come up into chair. Again, peek down at your toes. Lift the toes just for a moment, anchor into the heels. Lift up through the heart. Bring the hands to Namaste Mudra. Now this time you're going to twist to your right. Peek down at your knees. What are your knees doing? You might need to pull that left knee back. Pull it back. Now twist, lift the heart. Anchor back into the heels. Pull the left knee back. But twist the torso. Work the left elbow down towards the right knee. But notice how the left knee started to tweak forward a bit. Twist a little bit more. And inhale, come and stand up. And exhale, Namaste Mudra. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Let the hands come to the sides. Just close your eyes for a breath. Bring your left hand to your navel center and your right hand to your heart center. Just take 2 more breaths right here. Very good. Inhale deeply and exhale. Now step up towards the front of your mat, the top of your mat, and step the right foot back. Stay on the back toes and bend your left knee. Good. Now straighten the left knee just a little bit. Squeeze the hips. Bring your hands to your hip bones. Squeeze the hips in. Lift the pubic bone up. Exhale. Bend the left knee. Lift the left toes. But feel like you're kind of leaning back. Not a lot, just enough that you're kind of like on the wall. Inhale, straighten the leg just a little bit. And then exhale, bend the knee. Keep lifting out of the waist. Very good. Nice. Now bring the arms up and twist to the left as much as you can. Keep twisting here. Spread through the arms and feel that there's this connection from middle finger to middle finger. Good. Now if you want to take a little bit of a back bend, take the left hand towards the right leg and reach the right hand up. And twisting and coming into a slight back bend. Bend the front knee a little bit more. Good. Take another breath in and exhale. And then inhale back up. Step the right foot up to the left foot. Bring the hands to Namaste Mudra. And step your left foot back. And again, take the hands to the hips. Now squeeze the hips into the midline, lift the pubic bone up. Feel the pubic symphysis rising up, sides of the navel into the midline. Bend the front knee and keep lifting up. Inhale, straighten the right leg just a little bit, not all the way. Keep a subtle flex in the knee and exhale. Start to bend it over the knee over the heel. Inhale, start to straighten the leg just a little bit. And exhale and bend the knee. Very good. Inhale, straighten the leg just a little bit. Keep lifting up, sides of the belly into the midline. Lift up through the heart. Feel the manubrium lifting upwards, the back coming into some extension. Bend the right knee. Very good. Now, lift the right toes just for a moment. Feel the hips again to midline. Nice. Bring the hands, reach up to the sky, biceps a little bit behind the ears. And now start to twist as much as you can to the right. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. If you want to take that back bend, right hand down to the left leg. Left hand reaches up. Now lift up and twist. Lift up and twist. If you want to go a little bit further back, you can. Lift up and twist. Very nice. Take one more breath. And then inhale. Step the other foot back up. Exhale. Bring the hands down to the sides and just pause for a moment. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Pull the senses inward and feel the senses drawing into the sacred shrines of the body. Very good. Okay, now step back just a little bit. And from here, spread your feet. Now, if you want to stay on your mat, that's fine. So from here, or you can just be to the side, whatever works for you. We're going to just do one of my favorite kind of standing twists. So because I'm not working with a block today, we're going to do a little bit of an adjustment from the way I normally teach it. I want you to bend your left knee just a little bit, but anchor down through the opposite foot. So you're pushing down through the left knee, but you're anchoring down in the right foot. Now just lift the right foot up just a little bit and notice what happens to the knee. It probably torques a little bit. So safety first always. If this is too uncomfortable, just turn the foot out a little bit. Try not to push it out all the way because we're not doing that pose. But you can turn it out just a little bit. If you can, keep it turned in. You got to really keep pressing down into the other foot. Bring the arms out to the sides, and then you're going to exhale. Take your right hand and bring it down to the floor. If that's too far for you, come up on the fingertips and bring the left hand, reach up to the sky. And then inhale, come back up slowly. Don't fly up. Come back up slowly. We're going to come back down with the same sense of grace than probably we did last time. So navel to spine, sides of the belly in. Exhale, bring the right hand down in front of the left foot and left hand up to the sky. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, come back down. Good. We're going to add on here. Inhale, come back up. So bring the hands, reach up, biceps behind the ears, get some extension. Exhale, arms out to the sides, come back down. Now this time is where we're going to add on another piece. Inhale, left arm over the head, reach over the ear as much as you can and twist. Exhale, follow the hand up to the sky and twist a little bit more. Inhale, come back up slowly with as much grace. Exhale, relax the arms. Inhale, bring the arms, reach up to the sky. Take the biceps behind the ears, lifting up. Exhale, come down slowly, sides the belly into the midline. Take the left hand, reach up. Inhale, the left arm over the head. Take your gaze gently up. Don't force the gaze up. Exhale, take the hand up, following the hand with your gaze. And inhale, come back up. And exhale, relax the arms. We'll do it one more time. Inhale, the arms reach up. And exhale, come down. Inhale, take the left arm over the head. And exhale, take the hand up. We'll stay there for just 2 or 3 breaths. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Press down through the back heel, the right heel. Now twist a little bit more. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, relax the arms. Bring the left hand to the navel, right hand to the heart center. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Inhale in. And exhale out. Inhale the arms out. Let's do the other side now. So again, you're going to bend that right knee just a bit. If you feel any torquing, just turn the right foot out a little bit. So you don't want to torque your knee. But a lot of it comes from the stability of the back leg, the left leg in this case. So anchor down in that left foot. I'm actually engaging my glute here and pressing down into that outer heel, just for your reference. And then take the left hand down to the floor slowly, and the right hand up to the sky. Come up with as much grace as possible. Navel to spine, exhale the arms down. Inhale the arms out. Exhale, come back down. Nice. Inhale, come back up. Sides of the belly into the midline. And exhale the arms down. Now let's add on here. Inhale the arms up. Biceps behind the ears, go back a little bit, get extension of the spine. Exhale, come down. Take the left hand close to the front of the right foot, twisting. Take the right arm over the head. Follow it with the gaze if you can. Exhale, take the hand up to the sky. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, relax. Inhale, the arms reach up. Lift up through the heart. Extend the spine. Pubic bone lifts as well. Exhale, take the hands down. Left hand to the inside of the right foot. Inhale, the right arm over the head. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back up. And exhale. Inhale, bring the arms, reach up to the sky. And exhale, twist. Inhale, take the right arm over the head. And exhale, reach up. Inhale, come back up. And exhale. Inhale, bring the arms, reach out. And this last one, we're going to hold it there for a moment. Exhale, left hand down in front of the foot. Inhale, take the right arm over the head. Follow with your gaze if it's comfortable. Exhale, take the hand, reach up. Good. Squeeze the shoulder blades down the back. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift through the heart. Feel that line from middle finger to middle finger. Keep pressing down in the back foot. Now twist a little bit more. And then inhale back up. Very good. And exhale. Relax the arms. Left hand to navel. Right hand to heart center. We always return to stillness. We always return to listening. There's a beautiful quote that says, "Aspiration are the wings of humankind." And so many of us are so busy doing that we never take time to listen. And our yoga practice unlocks that aspiration. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to come into a forward bend. I'm going to turn so that I'm more in line. Actually, I'll turn this way. More in line with the camera. But you can stay on your mats. So there's two options here. The first option is to take the hands to the hips, squeeze them in. Keep the spine as elongated as possible. Now stay here if it feels okay. If you can, bring the fingertips to get to the floor. Now notice how far away I am from my legs. And you really want to create like this up dog action in the chest. So we're kind of turning this into a bit of a into a back bend here. Inhale, lift the chest and heart. And exhale, draw the shoulder blades back, press down into the backs of the heels. Now, some of you tend to press the hips back, maybe rock forward a little bit, even walk your Hands a little bit forward, staying on the fingertips here. Don't lose that intention. I want you to draw the chest forward. Now squeeze the hips into the midline, press the leg bones back, lift the toes up. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Inhale deeply. Lift the toes to really engage the quads. Many people think that they have tight hamstrings and they need to be stretched. It's the wrong attitude. Your hamstrings are fine. They're doing okay. It's your quads that are not activating. So engage the quads and you'll feel the hamstrings go, oh, it's safe enough to let go. We don't need to be tight anymore. Take one more breath. Then inhale, come back up. And exhale. And come back into standing pose just for a moment. Take a breath in. And exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Very good. Okay, so from here, come and lie down onto your stomach. This would not be an Aaron yoga class if we didn't do Shalabhasana. So we always have to do Shalabhasana. So bring your forehead down and lift the chest and lift the legs. Now you'll notice that my legs are pretty straight here. Press through the heels, engage through the inner leg up towards the sky. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, come back up. Lift up as much as you can. Lift up. Lift up. You'll feel this right in your back. Lift the legs up higher. Exhale, come on down. Breathe in deeply. Exhale deeply. Then inhale, come back up. Lift up as much as you can. Lift the inner leg up. Very good. Lift, 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 and down. Shake your glutes out here a little bit. Breathe in deeply and exhale deeply. Very good. Now lift up again. Lift up as high as you can. Lift the legs up higher. Lift them up higher and exhale down. Two more. Lift the legs up, lift the chest. Keep the legs as straight as you can here, guys. Lift the legs up a little bit higher and come on down. Lift the legs up again, lift the chest. Come back up a little bit higher. Breathe in deeply. And exhale deeply. And then come on down. Bring your hands underneath your forehead just for 3 or 4 breaths. Take a couple of deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Very good. Come back up into sitting. And just cross your legs. Very good. Bring the hands to the shoulders. And then this time we're actually going to do this as a practice, but before we do, just turn to your right. Just notice how much further you are. I've gotten about 3 inches. Come back to center and turn to the left. Very good. Now we're going to do that as a practice. But I hope you can see how your trunk rotators are starting to respond to this practice. You've got more rotation, and it's rotation in stability. We haven't done any stretching to disrupt the neurological connection between the brain and the muscles. So everything is intact. The integrity of the stability of your body is intact. Isn't that freaking cool? So bring the hands to your shoulders, lift up the elbows, lift up the chest. You don't have to go for broke with the elbows. It's really more about lifting up through the chest. The elbows just kind of guide it. Turn to the right as much as possible. Now keep pressing through the heels of your feet. Lift up a little bit more, twist. Come back to center. Keep the hands on the shoulders here. Lift the elbows up a little bit higher and twist. Push through the heels of your feet. Same side. Same side. We're still doing to the right. This is a muscle activation to activate the oblique muscles, to activate more of the trunk rotators. And come back to center. Lift up again, exhale and twist. Good. You might even notice you're starting to twist even more now. Lifting up, twist, and come back to center. And then exhale and twist. Very good. Twist a little bit more. Twist a little bit more. And come back to center. Lift everything up. Lift the elbows, lift the chest, lift the heart. Exhale and twist. Come back to center one more time. Lift everything up. Lift it up. Lift up the chest, lift up the heart, and exhale, twist. Push through the heels of the feet. Come back to center. Relax the hands down just for a moment. Breathe into the navel. Breathe into the heart. And let stillness reside in that place. The beautiful thing about twists is they start to pull your attention inwards. In yoga, what we want to do is get our attention flowing inwards. Again and again and again, we return to that practice, go inward. Recross the arms now. Bring the hands to the opposite shoulders. Lift up through the heart. Exhale, twist to the left. Push to the heels of the feet now. Good. And then come back to center. Lift up through the heart. Inhale deeply and then twist. And then come back to center. Lift up through the heart. Lift the elbows a little bit. Get extension in the back. And then twist. And come back to center. 3 more to go. Lift up through the chest and heart. Push through the heels of the feet. Breathe in and exhale, twist. And come back to center. And exhale, twist. Come back to the center one more time. Lift everything up, get extension in the lower back. Exhale, twist. And come back to center. Very good. So coming onto your back, please. Have the feet hip distance apart. Bring the arms up to the sides. Let's do another quick test. Bring the knees into the chest. And then bring the knees, squeeze the knees together. Bring the knees over to the right. Just notice how that feels. Maybe a lot more stability. If you want, try to straighten the top leg and just notice how that feels. Okay, so your body has more stability now. Come back up and bring the knees over to the left. Pull the knees into the chest, straighten the right leg out. Pull the right leg towards you and come back up. Again, just kind of taking note of where we started and where we are now. Noticing that there's a certain level of activity in the body, that you return to your wholeness. Arms out to the sides, have the feet a little bit wider than the hips. And then inhale, lift the chest up and lift the hips up. Squeeze the glutes, push down through the heels. So lift the toes so your heels are really anchored down. You can feel the glutes engage. It's always useful to do that. Exhale, come on down. And then come on back up. Come up a little bit higher. And come on down. Shake your glutes out. Come on back up. Push down through the heels of the feet. Lift the toes. Come on down. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. And then come on back up. Again, push down through the heels of the feet. Now imagine that that block is in between your groin, in between the adductors. Squeeze it a little and lift up a little bit higher. Very good. And exhale, come on down. You might even feel a little bit of the hamstring activating. That's the semimembranosus, maybe a little bit of semi-ten. Come on back up. Again, feel that imaginary block and lift up a little bit higher and then come on to the heels of the feet. Push down through the inner heel. You'll feel that inner hamstrings really engage. Exhale, come on down. Very good. One more time. Adjust the feet if you want to. Inhale, come back up. Lift up a little bit higher. And come on down. And straighten the legs. We have just a couple of minutes to do our relaxation. Let the hands come out to the sides. If it helps you, bring your left hand to your navel just for a few breaths and your right hand to your heart center. It's a powerful mudra. It joins the forces of life with those spiritual forces that are governing you. And it brings them both together. It reminds us that we're here on earth living a life, but we are also reminded to live that life in purpose and to commit to becoming and being the best version of ourselves. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Bend one knee and then bend the other knee. And bring the knees over to the side. And then slowly come and sit up. Bring the hands to Namaste Mudra. It's been on my mind for a while to, what does it mean to become a better version of yourself? And I've narrowed it down to two things that I think all human beings can work on. And one of them, I'm not going to tell you both today, but I'll tell you one of them, is to really practice listening. There's an old saying, seek first to understand. Commit to really listening to each other. Because at the heart of human beings, what we all really crave the most is to be heard and to be seen. So let's make a communal effort, an intention to really listen. Namaste.